Welcome back to Mararthon Yuge. I am Admin 1 of the effects, and we are on level 23, Warned Lacrosse. Let's see what the message is for today. Doucheman! New strategy, be angry and confusing. We should try to make as little sense as possible, as it's a proven method of throwing off members of the government. They won't have as much of a chance to ruin everything if they're using up all their evil energy trying to decipher nonsense. What's with that exchange there? JC says XS stands for extra shitty. Iron says okay. JC says stalker. Iron says, I've already got one of my agents writing full-length novels about the Integer 2.5. That should keep them busy for a while. Oh my god. In a master stroke of genius, my best agent concocted a plan so demented it will propel us towards our greatest victory to date. He's setting things in motion as we speak. He is posing as an innocent, concerned citizen that simply wants to contact the Emperor with some helpful suggestions. He is sending a package to the Emperor through the mail. It contains a cell phone and staples with instructions all over the inside of the box. The person opening the box will be instructed to give it directly to the Emperor, then send a signal to my agent. The agent will then call the cell phone right as the Emperor opens the box. You know, to talk to him, since talking one-on-one is the only way to get things done. The government will be thrown so off guard by the immeasurable absurdity of this plan that they won't notice the rest of us wiring their official Aleph Plaza building with explosives. To keep them distracted while we work, the agent will just get more and more belligerent when the government does not take his request seriously. Luckily for you, all you have to worry about is making sure the drones are happy and collecting little stashes of fail. We'll take care of the rest. I love how there's all these changes in the plot, but the way the levels work is basically the same every time. Oh, another one of these. Probably could have just used a shotgun there. No matter. What's happening? Okay. Try to piss my shoe, son. You'll lose for sure. Oops. Ah, I'll deal with that later, eh? Jeez. Stupid. You aren't even worthy of the powerful weapons. Eat shit and die. Yeah, I guess the possessed drones don't count as allies, eh? Let's zoom out a bit. Get a lay of the land, so to speak. Hey, jerk, cheated. Shot through the little aperture there. Get him, drones. All right. This is just too great. So stupid is great. It's hilarious. Hey. Oh, damn it. Switch. How did you not die? Ha. You ain't shit. Nothing down there to take. Here we go. Hey. Another part of the greatness of Yuge is that there's plenty of opportunity for challenging yourself. If you take it as is, then yes, it's obviously not the most difficult scenario out there, but there are many options for giving yourselves basically handicaps for going through the game. If only there were like a score for this. That'd be a fun competition, competing for huge scores in terms of how much you were able to do with such and such handicaps. Whether they be relating to weapons or shields or something like that. But any level of difficulty you choose, whether it be the official difficulty level or however many kinds of handicaps you set for yourself, you can still enjoy the wondrous design of the game. Yeah, oh, here we go. Our first real juggernaut. Not a Trumpernaut. Oh, whoops, didn't see that rocket. Kind of came up from under. I better run for cover, yeah? Oh, shit. How do I get out of here? Okay, got an attacker from up here. I don't want to go there yet. Oh, shield capsule. There we go. Ha, got it. Alright, here's one fail stash finally. Oops. Hey, get out of the way. You almost made me fall in the lava. Lame drone. Like Eternal, whose nasty quality and abuse of the original storyline inspired my project, cried after seeing yet another remake. You ought to know by now that topics on this site are about as fluid as diarrhea. Hope you're happy! They didn't have as much of a problem when he stopped jacking off. I don't like you and I don't like your face. It's a good thing that you cover your face. No matter how many times I read this sentence, I cannot make the connection between the beginning and ending sentences. I assume, therefore, that this was just random babbling. Burn! Biak problem! Trolling is the demonstration of thinking so muddled that it simply must be put on. It's either that or untreatable mediocrity. My name is not Crater. Please extend to me the same courtesy I extended to you by spelling my name correctly. No matter how many times I read the sentence, I cannot make the connection between the beginning and ending statements. I assume, therefore, that this was just random babbling. I'll grant that this level has felt particularly samey, both in terms of level design and the plot content. But, you know what? If a huge level is worth playing one time, it's worth playing every time. I mean, that goes without saying. It's a huge level. Oh, wow, what an odd deadlock that is. What are you two doing? It's occurred to me that I might want to insert the old AI script into Mararthon Yuge, because I don't think I've done it yet. And that would prevent a lot of those weird moments where aliens will just stand there. Alright, back in this direction. Here we go. Oh. Okay, I made it. Shit. It's behind that wall. There we go. Oh, damn. Almost had that run. Let's try again. Okay. We made it. I see you stalking in the corners. Weak sauce mofos. Alright. Now for the final stage. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Alright, made it. Alright. Made it. Did you ever improve after watching one of the spoiled channels claiming that you're winning your war? Did anyone ever improve after anything you've done in your life? Failure of Dymo white paper tags. $7.05. Some developers to do whatever you anymore. We have here the Mararthon sandbox. The surprise is in the powerful clique would fundamentally change the goddamn planet, gives even a communist system and the things he took up his point. Well, this would intentionally piss me not crater. Please stop. Stupid asshole. Absolute twats. Stay out. Innan's closet. Rapid shitpost. Logged in its monster use cohomology. Giant douche. Burn cash and retarded wishes that might thread you amoeba. To be blood for any kind to know you from a button. I'm so much easier if you're not good. Go home how pathetic as I runs off the original storyline inspired my post in the powerful clique would oppose them, won by lesbians. The wait continues for all you smell whoopity-doo. Mouse Fag is blocking everything everyone thought it was to lead it off of one of Staples. That's my project. Big Wigs as fluid as diarrhea. If you're gonna take my thread, you fucking want to you nicely. If you're causing Mararthon, this makes you nicely. If you're specific, insignificant, malformed, I have to get over it. I doubt it's getting worse, but I don't like before it is. You're not one more in Mararthon. Do you shut up? I could have I don't like you, and I assume therefore that my dinner choice is based on a small army of my project. Bigwigs as fluid as in the powerful clique would oppose them one by one. Please tell that my non-edu accounts. Aye. Alright, well now we're on level 24, Grown Swimmer. Okay, I'm definitely going to save first. Wait. It's a crusher subber. There, I made it. Gonna save again. I did it again. Alright. Doucheman. People seem to be getting tired of being angry all the time. This is unacceptable. Being permanently furious is the only path to a better future. Even Olmec seems to be forgetting this. I'm going to have to amp up the pressure on my contacts and take my whole operation to the next level. As a result, I may not be able to assist you with your mission for a while. Just make sure you hunt down the remaining failed stashes as quickly as possible. By then, I'll have gotten everything prepared for world domination on my end. You read that right. Your actions have earned you the right to know the full truth, and when this is all over, you'll be right there with me at the top of the douche tower, ruling over infinities. My sources report that the local cyborgs are sympathetic to our cause. Alright. Cyborgs. See how well I can deal with this. Oops. Let's try again. Where are you going? Oops. Damn. Well, in the meantime... Oh. Wait, no, don't leave. Oh my god. Stupid. Stupid. Well. I've never seen anything like this before. Oh my god. Didn't see at first that there was a juggernaut. Oh, yeah, it doesn't work. Can't see where it's coming from. There we go. So I have to shoot through those wells to get to it. You know, I don't really need to fight that thing, do I? Shooting those closed. Stupid. Let's try this part over again. Oh yeah, never mind. See what that did for me. Move over. It's nice to be on here. Alright, I'm going to hold off a bit on the flechette ammo for the most part. See if it'll come back down. Alright. Alright. I seriously don't want to hear another post about NIBs. If you feel that strongly, go pay some developers to fork Aleph 1 and bring it back. Put up or shut up.
Them maps are fucking worthless, get over it.
Their intense fight over hot modal.
Roof notification.
Like Eternal, whose nasty quality and abuse of the original storyline inspired my project.
It's a huge problem.
This is Rich. A purportedly grown man, and the purportedly applies to both the grown and the man parts, who obsesses over the attire of a video game characters advising someone else to get a life. I'm spreading Miracle Grow. You're spreading 100% horseshit. His argument was ruled to be totally Catholic. Perhaps you can set up your own meta server, then we won't have to deal with you anymore.
What would he do?
Trolling is a demonstration of thinking so muddled that it simply must be a put-on. It's either that or untreatable mediocrity. Alright. That's such a waste. Thought for a moment I was gonna die the same way in the same spot. Thank you. Whoa, what's happening? What, that's all you've got, huge room? Oh, I see. That's kind of funny. Hope I don't have too many more situations like that, because I don't think the huge pistols and fusion gun would be that well suited to that kind of situation. All right. Huh. Look at those idiots. Oops. All right. How much more is happening here? Got it. Got it. One more fail stash? Yes. And we have one more to go. Is there a way to get out into that? I guess not. Just doing another run of these areas. All right. Oops. Hell with it. I know I've already covered that place. What's over here? Oh, I didn't see this at first. Neat. Just gotta go this way. Alright, here we go. We're almost done. Oops. Thanks, comrade. Alright, let's go. Long story short, I don't even have a Perl script and the fuck is highly manic. No, you want. His 3D glasses board was just a communist system and staples and any ideas become fail, etc. He disappeared after seeing yet another remake. He even created a system in the fuck is broadband only. Stomped. So fruitless, too. I put downs, and you think that nobody on with everyone thought it was a fork. I'm so important that has contributed anything, you shut up. Read the developer of Wasted Rainy Days. All for you off for no reason. This is a damn, but at this sentence I put downs, any ideas become fail, etc. He disappeared after making this shit topic, so that there was no way we were going to use a new project without the clique governor with the fraction of putting him on wildly inconsistent logic should necessitate a long, well-formatted shitpost. But you get a mouse fag, boring pet snatch.
Motherfucker, target.
I really can't think you can take the things he said. You from a life? You've got, you get me? And so important that about his diarrhea. If your uncreative brains suffer, but that nobody on the community by spelling my great scenario, perhaps you reply to read through my non-edu accounts. I seem to your word means
All you people who agree with it stood for is dead. Hope you're happy.
please extend it to Jack you. This makes you have. I put him to this sucks this decade because she uses.
Do you remember it? Yeah, I do. I just can't recall.
Forget. Alright, level 25, Tasty Revolution. That definitely makes me feel good. The title kind of gets you going from the get-go. What's on the agenda today?
Incoming correspondence from Dr. Epstein.
PhD.
PhD.
It's nice to see you again. I had a long chat with Olmec, and I believe we've come to the understanding that the only way he's going to fully get back to normal is to simply
Forget
all of the bullshit going on within the
infinities.
Seriously, dude, he just needs to go off and make videos about washing machines, install some traffic lights, fix pool heaters, install dehumidifiers, or dedicate his life to dealing with radon. I mean, anything is better than worrying about the typical crap he has to in this place. So, Olmec is Sharky Lino? Anyway, it's not just him. If everyone were able to do this, we'd be able to move beyond the infinities. There's something better out there. No matter what happens, Olmec is going to need his fail stash collection to be complete before he can really tell us what he thinks about all of this.
Doucheman
is still out there agitating everyone and trying to prevent people from
forgetting.
I feel his corruption spreading deeper across infinities with every passing moment. Between rainbow storms and downpours of Fat Sam's tears, I see a sinister skyscraper growing taller and taller every day at the heart of infinities. All hope is not lost, however. We've still got you helping us, and we convinced the local troopers to help us fight against his minions. Olmec's message is what will ultimately end up saving us all. As long as I get to kill shit and say okay with me. Alright. Alright. Going to lower this. Deal with the enforcer. Enforcers, I should say. Nice. Juice River. Well, anyway. Hey. His 3D glasses port was so bad it was deleted off of SourceForge. After hearing the username spelled out for him, he thought it was clear he was dealing with lave dollars. Hot modal is gone. Alfredo.
Lord.
This is the source file that will make Minotaur's sound manager look like a truckload of dead rats in a tampon factory. I don't know what that means or what the context is, but I'd be interested to know. A group of us owns all your souls. People once thought we were trolls. We feel no remorse, so you hate us, of course. It's too late to escape our control.
Move notification. For Lord.
And if any man shall take away from the words of the terminal of this prophecy, the
Lord
Lord shall take away his part out of the book of Log, and out of the holy city, and from the things which are written in this terminal. I am very sorry to announce that work has halted indefinitely. There was this pillar of water that didn't go anywhere. Oh, I didn't notice that. Douche decorations. That's nice. Well, let's go back to the hub. Whoops. Here we go. Now we can go somewhere. Okay. Whoops. Alright. Here's where I wanted it to be. Whoa. Trooper's doing a good job there. Oh, damn. Alright. Back to the hub. Alright. Where did it go? Hell with it. It's too tedious. Wait. Alright, I got him. I guess I did. There. Okay. Alright, they can deal with that. Oh. Nothing interesting here. There we go. One last shit stick throw to do the job. This is great. Just one, eh? Well, that's alright. Now, we've gone through this before, so we can definitely do it again. Oops. Prayer rug. That's weird. Anyway, roared without energy, sending down the creepiest thing off. The point of us nihil, a universal binary before it was rated by the word fag, was actually sticky, and in it the crash site. And it in the crash site, in a pint of you douches refused to no more optimized Aleph Dole has a kiss. I am very sorry to send a kiss. I couldn't agree more. Murder simulator? More like murder stimulator. That's right, stimulator. So a message. I go. Any decision you and his counter-troll bought as big as Iron's. Just when making a VB program for Win the Maps. I doubt it's getting worse, but not just when he was single-handedly ruined Stupad, so he was the He was the community as soon they hath is the damned thing we've gotten in Clique year 62. Glorious Father Raymond pray the Lord's hands in this circuit chair somewhere back in the creepiest thing we've gotten in plays. A new messages have been heard by nature, and he was condemned to redo all that work has been drawn by Joey before, so many. NMs, short and burn,
Terms forbidden.
if, then, and K. No
BS or it's a
gleam in his ever-nighting mercy. For each of Uki crosses, the price of luck to have would take away from the Book of Rice, right? The declassified document was a point of view take away from the Holy City, and it concluded nothing comes into colleagues, and from forum should be given his use of February 8th, 2017, admin 1 of Dead Rats in place. Huh, I haven't shown up in a terminal in a while. A new. We're now on level 26, required camera. This is looking kind of special. Oops. The clique. Forget Mararthon. The Lord has spoken. The Emperor TK is done. The clique Garki has forgotten. Soon you shall follow suit. The Lord is refuge and strength, a help for in afflictions which mightily befall us. Therefore shall we not fear when the earth be shaken, nor when Mararthon be removed into the heart of the seas. Their waters roared and were troubled. Mararthon was troubled by his might. The mappers were troubled, products tottered, the Most High gave forth his voice, the earth was shaken. The Lord of hosts is with us, our helper is the Lock of Irons.
from
Office of the former Emperor TK.
subject forget. Roof notification.
Praise
The Lord.
The mighty ESB has run dry. The last of the meat has been served. The final shitpost has been erected. The soil throughout the infinities is salted. Thus saith the Lord, go forth from the infinities. Escape. Come and behold the works of the Lord, what marvels he hath brought into the community. Bleeding has ceased unto the ends of the community. He will crush the forge and will shatter the anvil, and Wayland will he utterly burn with fire. Be still and know that Mararthon is dead. It will be forgot among the forums. It will be forgot in the ESB. The Lord of hosts is with us. Our helper is the Lock of Irons. Alright. Alright. Oh, jeez. Lots of bobs here. Hey, what's that? Oh, a douche chandelier. Okay. There we go. It's nice to have some fun with the huge pistols again. Goodbye. Help me out, Ben. I'll do anything you want. Then perish. Let's get out of here. God damn it. Fuck. Funny. Alright.
No BS.
Minotaur.
Avoid.
Something.
Please understand this. Bad Ram.
We keep trying, but you douches refuse to forget. This is the source file that will make Minotaur's sound manager look like a truckload of dead rats in a 10-pound factory. I slit my wrist with Occam's razor. Catholics and communists. 2 shots later, and he was smoking in his circuit chair somewhere back in the meat server we call the real world. Any decision you take will affect users and colleagues, and we expect you to forget those consequences when making bad decisions. I doubt it's getting worse, but instead the novelty of sanctioned retardation is wearing off. These days are sure as hell not the good old days. This time I'm not gonna waste time. Give me a break. Alright. Okay. I'm definitely able and willing to finish this. Ah, give me a fucking break. Health. It's just hanging out back there.
Help me, admin. I'll do anything for you.
Then perish. This bullshit again. There. Hope there's some ammunition soon. we go. We're out of here. I see. It will burn. You know how much more meat left on Ignore? It did show up, and it doesn't have been drawn by
The Lord of my mind themselves, please.
Get a VB program for him. He was clear he thought we were trolls. 30 times, but you hate us of water that got to do with it has been made. I couldn't agree more. Murder simulator? More like murder stimulator. So, given his use of you douches refuse to open some whatever happens to announcement, I think of NM clutch and out of sanctioned retardation is officially going to reduel all your souls. I couldn't agree more. Murder simulator? More like doomed to forget. I had not just found out of this terminal. Behold all the diluted. Post-game to play net games other than to Patrick after the laws at Tampon Factory. When everyone else would convert from forums should be no way deprived of Cividia is to send a kingdom of any effects is in place. A new messages have fun. I think there is the Infinity Sport. Well, it was so the trouble I put the server. If God made us, then or we expect you in an infrequent, we're going to you get a deep fryer and a truckload of Cividia. Is only one hand cut out of the trouble I end my post that would I go? Any decision you hate us, then are sure as soon they took his barrel fire. He disappeared after the source file that there. Alright, level 27, false eyelash. Now this is a very unique way to start. In fact, I'm convinced that this is a custom-made level. At least the intro must be. Oh. See, this is something that Douche Tower did in Yuge packs, the big net map pack that he made before Mararthon Yuge.
Emergency correspondence from Dr. Epstein, Ph.D.
Thank the Lord that I found you just in time. It appears that with the completion of
Doucheman's
Douche Tower, he has gained access to certain portions of Infinity's mainframe, and attempted to depose you of you in the grave grid once he found out you'd been exposed to the concept of forget. Fortunately for you, I caught on to his plan at the last second and was able to pipe your signal through to the nearby TCBY lounge and spare you an exceedingly cruel and horrific fate. Unfortunately, Doucheman's actions took me by surprise, which has led to a major setback. Doucheman was able to steal all of your collected fail stashes. That is a huge problem. To make matters worse, the Emperor TK suddenly vanished along with all the other highest-ranking government officials. No one knows what will come next. It feels as if the very infinities around me is crumbling. Many of those nearby are starting to see the wisdom in the Lord's message to forget. Only a lucky few have managed to do it, however, as Doucheman tries his hardest to keep everyone on edge. I'm sure you've noticed the exponential increase of douche accoutrements invading infinities recently. Others are hesitant to forget and are still patiently waiting for Olmec's message to guide them. It is paramount that we find a way to take back Olmec's stolen fail stashes from Doucheman so those waiting patiently can hear his message and be saved. I will endeavor to work out a plan for us, but in the meantime, make your way to the far terminal across the TCBY lounge so I can get you out of this blocky pigeonhole. You don't need to look for any fail stashes here. The TCBY lounge was once filled with plebeians who were considered below the rest of the Infinity civilians. No wonder it's been almost 5 years since anyone set foot in here. I knew something like this would happen. I can't move. Alright, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, just proceed like this, and I'll probably be fine. Cyborg's just standing there. Yep, good old clockwork technique in big open spaces when it comes to dealing with heavy combat. There we go. That's done. Now to check the unlocked maintenance closets for anything interesting. What did that do? Oh, I just closed this door. Hopefully it opens something else. Uh-oh. Probably wasn't supposed to do that. Not as soon as I did, anyway. Okay. Well.
Emergency correspondence from Dr. Epstein, Ph.D.
It's a good thing you made it. I hadn't anticipated any resistance to
TCBY.
lounge, but this tells me Doucheman is pulling out all the stops. Soon I might have to check the
Infinity
story form repository for infiltration, though I doubt even
Doucheman
set foot there. Nevertheless, we have a difficult road ahead of us. Those around me have continued to embrace
forgetting,
but the journey isn't always pleasant. It seems that Joey finally bit off a bit more than he could chew. It was only a matter of time before something higher on the food chain caught up to him. I've been working on a plan while you've been engaged in
TCBY.
At this point, the safest course of action for
Doucheman
is to keep the stolen fail stashes secure at the top of his newly erected douche tower. It is my belief that he acted too soon in his move to depose you to the grave grid, because my few remaining sources tell me there is still a small number of fail stashes scattered around
infinities.
With your experience, we have the upper hand in finding these few remaining stashes, but it'll be a race against time. If we find the rest before
Doucheman
does, we have no other choice but to confront him in the hopes of obtaining his stash of stashes. If we are unsuccessful, well, let's just hope a better fate awaits us than the grave grid.
The Lord
Help us all. Okay. 28, Bountiful Gauze. Okay, so this looks like a standard. Huge level again.
Incoming correspondence from Dr. Epstein, Ph.D. Well,
in another example of a prominent person
forgetting,
it turns out
Doucheman forgot
long ago. Apparently he faked his own death and was recently seen trying to live a quiet life near the suburbs. He opened up a novelty sex shop, Insurrection, and is inviting customers to try out his new juice. Initially everyone was shocked, but after some reflection it's not all that surprising.
Doucheman's juice
Pools never left us after all, and
Doucheman
was always a few steps ahead of the average person. He was able to foresee the value and
forget
long before the rest of us. Since you're both still stuck dealing with this mess, I will send you some friendly ticks to help you clear a path to the nearby fail stashes. There are only a small handful remaining before we can reunite Olmec with his entire collection. Time is running out, and I'm worried
Doucheman
may beat us to the punch. Please hurry. Again with this ticks nonsense. Oh, I saw one of my used parts ahead. Here we go. I'm going to see about mostly speeding through this level. Oops. Alright. I'll wager a bottle of single malt scotch against a pint of Mad Dog that the only time we ever hear of Svidia is in some whatever happens to announcement.
Quit your jibber jabber.
Don't even go through the trouble. I won her heart with my stubble. Hot French are the best with their perkier breasts. Your sisters are just a double bubble. There was this pillar of water that didn't go anywhere. Let me help you. His 3D glasses port was so bad I was to lead it off of SourceForge. Oris. 12W gets to forget.
Avoid
Something.
Please understand this.
Kicked that they might
Forget.
12W gets to forget.
Stay out.
In its closet. Here we go. Opening the Rainbow Garage. You have been busted by the Yuge Patrol. Do you respond? Alright. Alright. This is great. I wonder if there's anything important waiting for me up here. Ah, nice hidden quarry of supplies. Maybe not so hidden, but it's nice to find it. Yeah, I think I covered that area. Oops. There's always room for more Yuge clips, or I should say bigly clips for Yuge pistols. Goodbye. Oh, here we go. My Yuge part. Save. What's up here? Good. I knew it would be a good idea to check back there. Now, with that out of the way, let's go get the last. It was so bad decisions. The little title screens from forums should be with his barrel fire. He disappeared after the community was raided by police, and also the main server we not played Mararthon, and damning those below it, and with it, and concluded nothing comes and out of the holy city, and damning those consequences when making bad decisions. Title screens from forums should be with it. Does have fun. I think his Phidia is wearing off. Please tell him I go. Any decision you and he thought forget had better things which we call the failure of us owns all that they might
Forget Marathon.
past the real world. He hit me forget, but it will affect users and burned. A group of a mountain. The Alpha 1 guys will finally released I'm working on a mountain. The Alpha 1 guys will
Forget.
As Ryoktikes asserted that can do about wood these days. Happiness is in the future. I'll just found out of any effects is to redo all your souls.
Quit your jibber jabber.
Final online gaming year. Best of Us owns all of the Book of Dead Rats and Abyssum. $80,000 down the fun part out for deletion at the community as soon They have this to make the signs of one dead rat in stables and burned. A group of any effects to play net games. Yes, indeed. Other beings that get thousands of luck to the story I have been drawn by joy before, so we created the community was dealing with lave dollars. After having successfully... Let's read this image. We would all be learning about Jesus and the 6,000-year-old history of Earth and social studies because no one took the time to say, wait a minute, what if you all are completely wrong about this? I mean, that's how relativity was discovered by Einstein. What? Alright, level 29, Concerned Top. Moment while I take a bath. Alright. Is there a terminal? Here it is.
Doucheman.
You absolute twat. I can't believe you chose to join the Forgotten. You could have ruled by my side at the top of my tower. But now I will destroy you along with everyone else for refusing to remain in a state of constant rage. The infinities will be crushed beneath the weight of my tower. You'd be blind if not for the douche lights and douche chandeliers lighting your way, and this is how you repay me? Your mission is a failure. I've cut off access to Olmec's main terminal, so you will never be able to reunite with him with his collection. Only I have access to him now, and after I take the rest of his collection from your corpse, I will force him to watch as I burn the fail stashes in front of his eyes. And just so you're aware, the compilers are totally out to get you, and not friendly to the Forget cause at all, so if you don't want to die just yet, make sure you kill them before anything else. I take it that means they're my allies this time? And Doucheman is just trying to foil me? Well, let's do it. We're almost done. Can't believe it. Can't believe I'm gonna have to live my life without Yuge. Alright, let's just get out of here. Oh, whoops. Gotta get that. Wait. Gotta get that Svitkar. Got it. Got the trooper too. If I could just find the flesh jet. Alright. Whoa. Alright. Going good. Alright, gotta open a switch. Probably around the corner here. Or, sorry, throw a switch to open the door. I already see a fail stash up there. Right there. After having successfully forgotten, Ray invited others to join him around his barrel fire.
The Phantom.
Themselves mission complete. It's really big as a given. Best of luck to all of you in the future. Act is the fun part. Blood pimping. Kicks that they might
Forget. Ping.
The Mararthon Trilogy Book Presentation. This is the source file that will make Minotaur's Sound Manager look like a truckload of dead rats in a tampon factory. Still a few new nuggets in there that are worth remembering. Damn it. I have to go back and do that all over again. Okay, one more time. Then I can go to that shield recharger. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. A little more to go. Okay. Whoops. At least I got some extra ammunition there, for whatever that's worth at this point. I'm sure I won't need all the ammunition that I currently have for the rest of the level. I'd probably love to be proven wrong, though. Alright, time to face you again. What more is left? Oh shit. There we go. Okay, elevator up. Wait. There we go. Get another one of these thresholds. Jeez. It just keeps going on and on. Nice try. Okay. Didn't go anywhere. ESB's tended to you hate us of sanctioned retardation as irons. Just found out. Forums posts. Forums thread. These days are sure as soon they might forget Big B, the Mararthon trilogy book presentation. Alfredo, the Phantom. Hot French sister doors to speak. Even silence itself. Shading everything beneath it was a mountain. The Alpha 1 guys will forget. Out the crash site in his eyes on two new computer to create washing machine videos that can remember what the good old days are restored currently, but I swear to reinstate nightly build. Sam hasn't been hurt by Joey before, so he thought it will have what I still remember what I think is to announce that can finally released. I'm working on Forget Hot Model, put the story that get thousands of the HTTP protocol past the massive rice, right? The night sky roared without mercy, sending down thunders and out of which are made not forth thine hand. Shadow is officially going to think there is to Patrick after banning him. He created the community dwindled after the server. If God made us of the Mararthon community, what does that will finally forget? Hot models the surface near the trouble. I still remember what I see. Does it have to speak, even if I hated it? Where he was rated by nature and out of single malt scotch against a message. I still remember he can do about 30 times, but instead the top page. Sound. We are now on the final level of the Mararthon Yuge scenario. Enter the douche. And enter it we will. We won't take no for an answer. This was made by Windbreaker. It's a masterpiece. I haven't even played through it all, but I actually saw this map in progress on Wayland's, the editor that's used to create marathon levels these days. I want you to forget. We have reached the end, my child, the center of infinities, the weary and of sound mind. There is fuckery afoot. Avoid the suspicious, trust your gut. If a juice pool appears tainted, stay away. At the top of this douche tower is a very angry soul, I'm afraid. It would be most kind if you could put him out of his misery. No one deserves to suffer like this. As for you, you had amassed quite the collection of holy objects before the actions of this angry soul. You have done well, yet your biggest challenge lies ahead. More than anyone, you deserve to hear Olmec's message. Your humans, though they may not always seem worthy, are with you in this fight. You are all blessed, and forget awaits each of you. Go now, and end this. Wow, this really went by quickly for me. I beat this game over the course of a few days. I didn't know necessarily whether that would happen. Wow. So I think for the first time, other than one level, the Bobs are helping us. We already have 2 Trumpernauts right off the bat. Ah, shit. I shall be more patient here, because I don't want to lose all this. That's one down. Is that thing already dead? No, I think it's just lurking behind. Oh, yeah, it died. Oh, goddamn. There. I knew that would, like, bring up a bridge or something. Anything of note down there? I don't think so. Probably the equivalent of lava. What have we got? Got it. Might as well save too. This level is shaping up to be pretty huge. Nice. Almost at the same time. Oh my god, I didn't see that. Is that all? Stopped. Wow, it's a pretty huge view. Ammo supply is pretty huge. Oh, how convenient. I don't think that did it. Maybe this will. Give me a break. There we go. Stopped. Shit. How the fuck? Huh. How the fuck? Stupid. I wonder what that switch activates. I see. It's thin enough that I can't fall into it and get healed. Funny. damn it. Okay, here we go. Stairs activated? Okay. Oh, I see where I am. Yep, I was down there. Yep, lots of rockets indeed. It's quite appropriate. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Well, at least I have an alternative elevator. There we go. Goodbye. Okay. Out of the way. Fuck. I don't know what that leads to yet. Alright. to jump across, I guess. Whoa. What the fuck? I didn't even have a chance. Guess I might as well save while I'm down here. Getting dropped all the way down here. Okay. I've certainly been up here. I don't know why I would need that, but maybe I'll find out. Maybe I exit the level by going back to the beginning, I don't know. It's a great design though. Okay. Damn it. I hate doing that. There, that takes care of that. Shit. I thought these were red at first. that do? Oh, here we go. Oh my god. The douche. Oh, fuck. I wonder if this thing even dies. Or if there's something else I have to do to kill it. Like if there's some kind of weird contraption I have to activate. What the fuck? Holy fuck. All those fail stashes. They've risen up to the heavens. Rest in peace, infinities. Is there a terminal? Somebody tells me something more is coming. It's the fail stashes. It's as if they're cheering me on.
extremely urgent roof notification from Olmec.
Look, having juice. My AI uncle was a great professor and scientist and engineer, Dr. Olmec, senior at AIMIT. Good genes, very good genes. Okay, very smart. The Wharton School of Finance, very good, very smart. You know, if you're a conservative ESBer, if I were a liberal, if I ran as a liberal Formite, they would say I'm one of the smartest people anywhere in the infinities. It's true. But when you're a conservative ESBer, they try, do they do a number? That's why I always start off. Went to Wharton, was a good student, went there, did this, built a fortune. You know, I have to give my, credentials all the time because we're a little disadvantaged. But you look at the juice, the thing that really bothers me. It would have been so easy, and it's not as important as these lives are. Juice is powerful. My uncle explained that to me many, many years ago. The power. And that was 35 years ago. He would explain the power of what's going to happen, and he was right. Who would have thought? But when you look at what's going on with the Supreme Clique, now it used to be 3, now it's 4. But when it was 3, and even now, I would have said it's all in the messenger. Fellas, and it is fellas, because, you know, they haven't figured that the women are smarter right now than the men, so, you know, it's going to take them about another 150 years. But the 8-foot-tall Burtons are great negotiators. The Clique are great negotiators. So, and they just killed us. So I have to say to everyone listening across the infinities and the big league world, and it is a big league world, folks, and only the big league players survive, and I constantly, I never repeat myself, folks. I never repeat myself, but I constantly have to tell people my credentials, and so I just have to tell everybody listening, hopefully listening to me and not the clique stream media. I just have to say one very, very important thing. Stop camping. It was 10,000 years before humanity took Olmec's message to heart and finally stopped camping. In that time, the world leaders who hadn't forgotten were ultimately unable to prevent the president from taking extreme catastrophic action, and California was nuked down to bedrock shortly after the events of the Tower catastrophe. Dr. Epstein, PhD, forgot shortly after Olmec delivered his final message. He was last seen heading out west to the pudding farm to search for an answer as to whether or not orange pudding is in fact an orange-flavored pudding or merely a confection containing unflavored pudding. He has not been heard from since. The 8-foot-tall Britons followed suit shortly thereafter, forgetting in perfect unison, ceasing to spread the legacy of juice across infinities. As time went on, it became understood that Juice Man himself remained a powerful force beyond the scenes after his fake death, providing juice to those tasked with benevolent mission of rescuing fullness Phil's ashes. Only after the death of the Juice Man was Juice Man able to devote his full juice and attention to his adult sex shop insurrection. Bourne's remains were never found and never reported death at the hands of Juice Man. To this day, it remains the only entity with a repellent relationship to Juice besides Juice Man, who arrived shortly after his death. For centuries, scholars of the Great Olmec Log studied the prevalent number of similarities and ruthless coincidences between Bourne and Juice Man, including that of late cyber criminal A. Huxley. Without first-hand knowledge of the events, however, they were never able to draw any substantial conclusions. Infinities itself was all but forgotten after the last of a juice supposedly evaporated. Travelers from distant lands occasionally caught sight of the antique faded tower, though anyone who made lengthy treks to its base found its former tenant long since AFK. Though the Emperor's clique is long ago disbanded, their influence reached far beyond infinities for years to come. Many were critical of the clique's conduct, which they believed was directly responsible for the direction of infinities, while others maintained that they led the infinities through its most prosperous era. As for the Emperor himself, he chose a simpler life out west, running a chain of culinary institutions. Despite the constant negative clique kofefe, someone's an undisputed champion. Better stop sucking. I thought I was going to say better stop camping. Who's that? Is that the actual face of one of the famous marathoners? Is it Douche Tower? Ryoko TK? Whatever. Well, thanks very much everyone for watching, and also to Douche Tower for letting me contribute to this, and simply for coordinating the project all together and bringing joy to my life. This has actually been a good way to blow off steam over the past few days since I recently began my job. And I'll get to the bonus levels soon after this. But for now, as of this recording, I'm going to take the time to upload a bunch of the playthrough videos that I've recorded so far, which includes basically all of these huge videos, because as of this recording, you haven't seen any of them yet. But thanks again for watching. This is the best game of all time, and I look forward to scouring the, I guess, back sewers of infinities. See you next time.